I don't know. Yeah, they call you pastor. Yeah.
All right, folks, so that you know, this little thing I call the owl follows your voice. So when you speak, it'll turn to pick up your voice and your face. So I will admit that this is probably a more exciting one, coffee with the mayor, that I've had in a while because I'm a foodie. And I'm really excited about these folks that have come to our city to make it a better place to live and enjoy. So I'm excited to welcome today's guests. We are joined by the owners of both Paris Baguette and the Brass Tap, who will be opening their new locations in the Olive Crossing this year. The Paris Baguette will bring cafe bakery experience to the area, featuring freshly baked pastries, breads, and beverages. The Brass Tap will offer a lively craft beer destination with a wide range of beer, food, and live music. So yes, I'm looking forward to that. This is going to be great. We have the owner, Kenix Fong, who was born in Hong Kong and came to the United States at the age of 18 to pursue her education and has lived here for over 25 years. St. Louis has been her home since 2002. Prior to staying home to raise her kids, she worked at Southwestern Bell. So did I.
Long time ago.
Yeah, long time.
I'm ancient.
Yeah, I worked there when it was Southwestern Bells. Yeah. Uh, her passion for high quality baked goods and welcoming crafts inspired her to open the Paris Baguette franchise. Her husband, Cheng Fong is a software engineer who migrated to the United States at the age of 15. While in high school and throughout college, he worked at his uncle's restaurant before graduating and beginning his career in technology. Shisha, thank you both for being here. The Brass Tap, Kush Patel. Kush Patel is the owner of the Brass Tap, Olivet, and welcomes him from the family for nearly 30 years of experience in the liquor industry, a lifelong St. Louis resident. He developed a strong appreciation for locally owned businesses and community-driven growth. After several years of working within the family business, Kush is now expanding into the hospitality industry with a focus on strong operations and guest experience. He chose to invest in Olivet for its long-term potential and close-knit community, with a goal of creating a successful neighborhood destination and a foundation for thoughtful future expectation. Thank you for coming to the city of Olivet, and we're glad to have you both. Then we have Prati Patel. Prati is the co-owner of the Brass Tap, Olivet, and focus on the guest experience and daily operations. While studying in college, she worked in restaurants where she discovered her passion for hospitality. She also brings a strong background in corporate business environment, adding value throughout the organization, professionalism, and efficiency. Together with her husband and her business partner, she chose Olivet for its vibrant character and community feel. Property's goal is to help build a trusted local brand and support the foundation for future growth in the St. Louis region. Again, to both of you, welcome. We're glad to have you. I'm going to have a series of questions. I'm going to ask one question, and I want you both to answer the same question, both businesses. What attracted the Bass Tap and Paris Baguette to Olivet, and specifically the Olive Crossing? So what made you come to Olivet, and why did you choose the Olivet Crossing? I'll start with you.
Well, before I start anything, I would like to say thank you to Carlos and the team. Olivet team have helped me a lot during the entire process, and thank you to my landlord Greg for being so accommodating all the way through. So I choose Olive Crossing because it's a centralized location. I live in surrounding area for God knows how many years. So I'm very familiar with the location. It's centralized with lots of residential and commercial buildings. So I bring Paris Baguette in because it's a neighborhood cafe. I want to bring family, friends, co-worker into a place that they can share memories. So Olive Crossing is perfect location. It's
Okay,
centralized to everything.
okay,
Yeah.
okay. So I'll ask you the same question.
So for us, it's pretty similar to what Kennick said. It's Olivet's the center of the city. It's very accessible for a lot of people. The Olive Crossing development is close to all the new developments coming up, the Target, the Deerbergs, all that. So it's very promising area, very up and coming. And we just love the culture, the vibe of Olivet. We think we fit right in.
Okay,
When we were doing our research for our first location, I think we're not from Olivet, so it was hard for us to just pick a location based on that. But then when we saw this location, especially Olive Crossing, we did our research. And the first thing I think that interested us was the community that gets involved with everything that Olivet does. And that's what we saw on the website, and we fell in love with Olivet.
yeah, leadership, we will stay in your business.
Yeah.
So, I say that. But we're glad to have you. Both of you will be unique to the city. Something that's gonna make this a really nice place to live, even a better place, I should say, to live. So I'll start with my next question. I'll start with you. Tell us about your restaurant concept and your individual roles. So tell me about your business and who does what, your partner, so who's responsible for what?
So for about the business, I know we're called the Brasep Craft Beer Bar. It's for the craft beer enthusiasts, but we have way more than just beers. We focus on community events. It's a neighborhood bar. That's what we call it. That's what our vision is. So we want people to come in, have a good time. We want to serve good time. That's our one vision. And I think for our food menu and stuff, we have a lot of craft cocktails on the wine, non-alcoholic beverages. So not everybody has to drink alcohol.
Mhm.
And yeah, I think for our roles, we are both very hands-on because this is our personal passion to get into this industry. So we are both very passionate about this, and we're going to be very hands-on during the operations. We have hired a general manager, but we are still going to be very involved on our day-to-day daily operations,
Okay,
both
okay.
of us.
Tell us about you, Mr. Coach.
Yeah, just property pretty much said everything. We're both very hands-on. We have a GM, but we do have more locations planned to open in St. Louis. So we're going to be focusing on those. That's coming sooner rather than later. So we have a lot on our plate, but we're going to be there every day to ensure that our vision is, executed.
Okay. And I see that you'll have live music as well.
Yes.
Okay. Will you have jazz?
Yes, Mr. Mayor.
He's gonna fit in real good. He's gonna fit in really good.
Note it down, right?
Okay, okay. I'll ask you guys.
So we sell bread, pastry, cakes, holiday cakes, anything that you can think of in a bakery. So we want to provide a neighborhood cafe setting. Like I said before, we want to welcome families, church field, any religious group or student group. They want to have study session in my bakery, they are welcome to come. So we also serve coffee and drinks. So if you guys have any party, want to order catering, you know where to find me. Yeah, so that's what we do. And I will be managing the bakery. Hopefully, I'm looking for a GM. If you know anyone wants to find a job, come and get me too. But I will be there most of the time.
Okay.
And Chen will be helping me cleaning the bathroom.
Gotta know our place. Gotta know our place.
I will give him something to do.
Okay. So tell me about this concept. Can you tell me about the history?
Paris Baguette is formed by a company called SPC Group in South Korea, started in 1988. First franchise they come to United States in Los Angeles in 2005. They have over 250 stores right now in United States, and they're expecting to have 1,000 stores by 2030. So that's what, and St. Louis, all of that is the first store in Missouri. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
well, I'm glad you chose us.
Yes, it's a perfect location.
I think so too.
Yeah.
I think so too. You tell me about, either one of you, tell me about the history of your franchise. It's a franchise, I assume.
Yes,
So
yeah.
tell me about it.
So the Brasep started, I want to say around 2010 or 2012. Three friends started it. It was originally a brewery. They brewed their own beer. But then they changed that into just to be a craft beer bar and focus on local beers. And they were bought out by FSC, a big company that owns franchises. And yeah, they have like 50 locations now nationwide. And they're growing very rapidly, very fast. Yeah.
I think one thing I want to add to that is they started as a brewery, they changed into just a beer bar. So they focus mostly just on people who love beer, but then they evolved with time. They started seeing the trends like, okay, we want everybody to walk in, every age group, every family members to walk in. So I think beer is just not doing it. So then they started having some food menu options. They started having some cocktail menu on the options. So it moved. They evolved with the trend. So now it's not just a beer bar, it's everything that you could love to live for.
Okay. Not soon that Olivet can aligns with your vision then.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes, okay. All right. And I assume Olivet will align with your vision as far as,
Yes.
okay, I guess the demographics
Yeah.
and,
Yeah, it's very diverse.
yes,
Yeah.
Very
it is a
diverse.
very diverse city. I think that's why people are drawn to it.
Yeah.
Because it's not monolithic. It's a place where we are well blended and we get along well
Yes.
Yeah.
here in our community.
Things like it so far.
Oh, yeah, oh, yeah.
Just an additional info is, we plan to open from 6 to 9. So you serve different groups, like in the morning, people go to work, just go by there, get a coffee. In the afternoon, we serve sandwiches, so people can come grab lunch. On Sunday, church group can come and, gather there and discuss. And we also have Wi-Fi capable and, people in colleges or in high school, they can come and study. We have a study group in the afternoon, maybe 5 o'clock in the afternoon, they can, students can come. So it serves different things. And also we have some economics functionality also because we're gonna hiring people locally. We already getting a lot of inquiries from the high schools who wanted to do a part-time job, summer jobs, and all sorts of things. So it serves both many ways to the community in a good way. So
That's wonderful. For the Brass Tap, will you feature local craft beers or host a brewery for spotlights or anything like that?
Yeah, so we're very local based. So the 50 locations that are open nationwide, wherever they open, it's each location is focused on just that perimeter. For example, we're opening in Olivet, so we're gonna look at what beers are local for residents here. So I want to say a majority of our beers are local. And as far as brewery spotlights, yeah, we're gonna partner with all the big breweries, and likely do weekly events with them. We'll do tap takeovers. So for example, Four Hands will come in, they'll have 10 taps designated. They'll pour the beers for customers and guests.
Okay,
We've done some in-depth research on local breweries. We personally visited at least 5 to 6 small breweries who's not still pretty underrated. So we've tried their beers, we tasted their beers, met with the owners. And we want to bring in some unique beers and we made sure we get some crowd favorites throughout the St. Louis region. So when it comes to local beers, we're doing some very good research and trying to bring support the local breweries as well. We're lucky to have Anheuser-Busch local.
oh, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, they're the big guys on the
Yeah.
field.
yeah.
Yeah. For the baguette, can you describe your menu offerings, and the types of dishes that guests can expect? A little deep dive into your menu.
So Paris baguette is a French-inspired Asian pastry. It's not a French pastry. It's inspired by French. So when people come in, they're like, "Wow, do you sell baguette?" Yes, I sell baguette, but we also sell other items that are inspired by the traditional local pastry, Asian pastry.
Mhm.
So we sell croissants, whole cake, sliced cake, holiday cake, specialty cakes, and savory items too. So you have ham and cheese pastry, and pizzas, sandwiches, and salad, all that. And
Okay.
we also serve coffees and some non-alcohol drinks for sure.
And I think I saw something similar to yours, was in the University City.
Yes.
is that what that is?
Tule juice.
Tula juice,
Tula
similar, but we are better.
There we go.
Of course, there's some feeling.
Yes.
Sure. But yeah, that was my first experience of seeing.
Yeah, very similar. They are both from Korea.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, All right,
Additional info is, we're gonna have glass in front of the door. So if people is gonna walk in and see the, cake decoration, live there. So it's like a show on the right-hand side there, so you'll be exciting.
okay.
You know, if they want to know how we make cakes and they can see it there.
Like I have a daughter that has a nut allergy. Will you have any availability to meet her dietary restrictions? A lot of people have dietary restrictions, you know, some people are vegan or whatnot. Will you be able to accommodate? people
We
like
we
that?
have gluten-free and vegan options.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay, that's what I wanted to hear. Um. Are you planning a grand opening or anything like that? You know, you have like a real big grand opening where everybody can come and
Yes.
see it?
Yes,
Okay,
so, yeah.
yeah,
Everybody is invited.
okay, good. What about you?
We do too. We met with Chamber of Commerce of Cribcore and Olivet, and we planned, so 3 to 4 weeks after we do our open for business, we are planning a grand opening with ribbon cutting with the Chamber of Commerce.
Okay,
And we are hosting, the whole weekend, we're hosting events
okay.
for grand opening.
So tell me, you know, this is my final question. So when somebody walks into your new restaurant, what kind of experience should they expect?
A very casual environment. However, they could come for lunch with coworkers, they could come in the weekend with family, they could come watch the Sunday football game with friends.
Mhm.
We're very versatile.
Okay,
They could come for anything.
will you have any kind of outdoor seating, anything like?
Yes.
Yes, we have a huge patio.
It's the
Yeah,
main
thank you, Greg.
focus, thanks to Greg.
Yeah, we'll have about 80 seats outside with some games outside. We'll do cornhole tournaments in the summer. Yeah,
I'm not familiar with cornhole tournaments.
Sand throwing bags. like-
Okay, yeah. Forgive me from living under a rock, but
I personally get competitive playing them, so don't be surprised if you guys see me out there, but.
okay, we'll let you win.
No, the,
So you tell me this, I have the same question for you. What is the overall experience, me being a new customer, walking into your restaurant? What will the experience be like?
I want my bakery to be a place for people to reconnect. Because sometimes I feel like everybody's so busy. Everybody's doing different things at a different time. I want it to be a place that when people can come in, have a cup of coffee, chat with friends, talk about life, just simple stuff, reconnect with each other. That's the main purpose of my bakery, to reconnect people and the community together. So when they walk in, they feel welcome, they feel warm, they feel like, oh, I can stay here for a little bit and nobody's going to get me out. I'm not going to do that. I want people to stay there and enjoy the bakery and coffee and have a good time, reconnect.
Yeah, you might consider a career as a public official. I'm just listening. You want people to connect and I'm just saying, you know, you might be good as an elected official.
I'm not trying to take your job though.
Oh, no. This is it for me. I'm done. But I'm really happy to have both of your businesses here in Olivet. Because again, like my friend Missy always told me, make Olivet a place that you drive to, not a place you drive through.
oh,
And when we have places like this, people are gonna come to Olivet to go to your restaurant, and have a good time.
Yeah.
You know, and again, I thank you for taking time to sit with me and, you know, if there's any questions in the audience that anybody has, now's the time to ask.
Do we know when the grand openings are going to take place? So when you're going to be open for business?
so for us, early spring is what we can say for now.
March, April-ish?
Yeah, around then.
March, yeah. We hate saying dates now, because every time we spoken out dates, we got delayed every 1 week.
I know the
So
feeling. I know.
so now we're gonna just stick to early March or somewhere between, and then grand opening followed by grand opening in end of March, hopefully after spring break.
Similarly, I think you guys will be a little bit faster because they are a little bit in progress than us, but similarly probably in spring.
Okay. Does anyone else have any questions? Go ahead.
Can you talk about the physical appearance of your place? Is to be booths, chairs, table, stools?
Yeah, so at Brad Sapp, we'll have all of that. However, we focus on high top tables. It's just a little more casual, a little more comfortable for the server walking up to the table to speak eye level with customers. But we will have booths, we will have
With booths, we have low top tables.
Yeah,
High top tables.
handicap accessible tables, we'll have our
Okay,
What will your hours be?
For us, weekdays, as of right now, we're planning 11 to 11 and Friday, Saturday, 11 to 12. And that could change depending on
Depending
demand.
on what our guest prefers and likes.
you're asking about your hours.
So from 6 a.m. to 9 p.m. So again, it depends on the demand also. It can change.
And we have tables, bench seating and outdoor seating as well.
Some of the tables are movable, so if there's a large group, they can combine them, make it a larger table.
Go ahead.
We heard from you. You have the ability to maybe have group meetings there, like if people have alumni association, they want to have a meeting with like 20 or 30 people, would you?
Absolutely.
Yes, of course. You could book out half the restaurant if you wanted to.
Yeah.
We're very
And
flexible.
we won't blast music in your ears.
As long as it's jazz, huh?
As long as it's just for you, we can.
Okay, well, folks, thank you for taking time to talk with us. Again, welcome to Olivet. And we wish you nothing but the best and a successful business. Thank you, folks, for all
Thank
coming.
you. Thank you for having us.
Yeah, I'm the mayor.
You're the mayor again?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm so glad this.
That's my next door neighbor, Thomas.
Thank the city and the Greenway, the St. Louis Greenways for making the great trails around the Gold Valley that and the connecting the community. But anyway, thanks for being late. I just want to make sure I said that.
Well, at least you got it on it, buddy. All right, thank you, folks.
Thank you for having us.
So much for my love.
No, I have a friend.
I would love to find out. Oh, thank you.
Yeah, that's Yeah, that's the ball. I'll have to bring them back.